All right, friends, welcome back to another episode here at The Growing Pro. First off, I want to thank you all for subscribing. This community is growing every day, and I'm so thankful for every single one of you to be a part of it. And I especially want to share my gratitude for your kind words. I think that more people are waking up to what is real value, which is experience, rather than any YouTube shill or whatever they're calling them nowadays, getting a camera, getting a desk, a light, and saying, oh, well, I've been producing this and films and this and that for so many these years, and this is my fully rigged out camera, and when in reality, they've never produced anything other than themselves. There's so much opportunities these days for so many amazing things, but there's also so many opportunities for so much deceit. And that is more of what we see. That is more of what is filling YouTube. And that's one of the reasons why I do list a lot of my accolades and my accomplishments in the beginning of many of our videos, if not all of them. Not so that I can say, ooh, look at me, look at what I did, and oh, I have a fat head, I can barely fit in this room. It's so that you, as the viewer, know, okay, well, this guy's got credentials. He's saying this because he was in the music industry since the age of 18. Oh, he actually sat in a room with, sang with, and worked on a song with the legendary Patti LaBelle. Oh, he's got album credits. Okay. Oh, he's had 5 YouTube channels. I'm doing this on purpose, but yes, I can keep going and going and going. But anyone can tell you anything, and they do. So please, friends, be careful. Be careful who you believe, because most of them are liars. In 2025, I think we live in a world of liars. And myself personally, whether it's in my bodybuilding career, coaching, or as a father, I have a policy, a 100% honesty policy, 100% honesty in my home. I am 100% honest with my children, with any of you out there, with anyone I do business with, and I've had many successful businesses. I've also had many not so successful businesses. Okay, and that is where my experience comes in. I've also died plenty of times. Here at this channel, I don't even get into the darker side of my life. As a bodybuilding and addiction recovery coach and youth mentor for 22 to 27 years, depending on which position it is, I have been in a number of very dark, violent, deathly situations. I don't even share them here. You can find them on our other channels. But this is about camera gear, so let's get happy, guys. This is a good day. It's a beautiful day out here in Pennsylvania. It's fall. I love fall. The leaves are falling. The air smells wonderful. I love fall. And today, I had the opportunity to do a little bit of shooting with the GH6. And I don't want to get too deep into it because this isn't like my time with the GH6 review. I haven't spent enough time with it. We're shooting this on the GH5 with the SLR Magic 35mm T0.95 Hyper Prime Cine 2 lens. Guys, if you've been watching any of my videos, you know I love my SLR Magic lenses. I love them. No, they're not the sharpest. I don't want the sharpest. I don't like the sharpest. That's not my look. That's not my thing. I love the image that SLR Magic gives. Whether it's just the basic Hyper Primes like the one I have here on the GH6 or the Cine 2 one here, I would love to try their cinema lenses. I really, really would. There's also so many other lenses I want to try. I would love to have the Blazar Anamorphics to give them a try. I want to try everything, guys. That's one of the biggest reasons why I know that here at The Growing Pro, we can give you so much value. It's because I love to try everything. That's why I've shot with everything. I know that's why some of you have even pointed out, all your YouTube videos look different. Yes, they do. That's intentional because we love to try different things. We love to film with different cameras, different lenses. We love to try everything out. And I like different formats and different backgrounds and different, I love diversity. I don't want everything to look the same. I don't like things just looking cookie cutter and exactly the same. You could go watch any YouTuber out there that talks about cameras and lenses. I don't even know what to call it, camera YouTuber, but any YouTuber that talks about camera gear. And the background's perfect, and it's always the same. And well, they spent so much on that one background that's what they have to use every time. It's boring to me. It's my opinion. It's boring as hell. That's why I like to just throw all caution to the wind, keep everybody on their toes, and just keep giving you something different. So today, real quick, I shot a little slow-mo footage internally, and I did this on purpose. I wanted to just do a little internal test with the GH6, okay? I'm not going to show you that footage right now because I reviewed it, but I didn't touch it. I shot it in log, and I loved it. But let me just give you a quick example. The GH6 internal slow motion, fantastic. Variable frame rates internally, love it, great. Okay. But we're shooting on a GH5 right now that has variable internal frame rates. And here's something I shot with the GH5 today. And I typically keep my kids off of here, but let me show you this real quick. I shot this of my daughter, who's 9 years old. And years ago, I want to say about 6 years ago, she was about 3 or 4, I shot a video of her that you can find on our Instagram, which we'll put a link in the description. And she's running through a little field of dandelions. I just shot that with a G7. I shot that on a G7. She had to be 3. 3.5. Nah, she had to be 4. Man, I got 6 kids. I'm a single father of 6 kids with like 20 concussions and a brain injury, so I don't remember anything. But I know I shot that on a G7. I shot that on a G7. No color grading. Everything's internal, untouched. No post-processing. And it was just a fun little video of my daughter. So today I wanted to shoot something of her just today. She was sitting on a window seat that we have here where it's like my girl's little play nook. They like to play there, read there, and just sit there. I mean, all right, I'll stop talking about it and just show it to you. Here. So I shot that on a whim just because I saw her sitting there and I thought, I want to capture this moment for her. Because the look in her eyes was almost curious. And she is so bright and talented as can be already. I mean, she's going to be something incredible and high up there. All my kids are, but both my daughters are very artistic and dance related and stuff like that. But my one daughter, she loves to design clothes for her dolls and for herself, and she's very fashion forward. She doesn't care what anyone thinks because she's just like her daddy. She just goes out there and is herself. And I was sitting here at my desk right here, and I could see the window seat. And I just saw this look in her eyes. And she was just sitting there looking. And the look that I saw in her eyes spoke to me, what's my future going to be like? What is the world going to be like? And I just wanted to capture that. Real quickly, but I grabbed the GH5 because it was the closest camera to me, put it on internal frame rate, shot it. No post-processing, no color grading. And it's a beautiful image. It's just a beautiful image. And so my point is, I don't want to make this a long video, but for any new and beginner and entry-level filmmaker or content creator or anyone wanting to just get into film and not knowing what the future holds, don't get caught up in the latest and greatest. Don't get caught up. I love watching YouTube videos on camera gear, so I know you do too. But don't get so immersed in all of these YouTubers coming out saying, oh, well, this new R5C has this, and, well, the Nikon ZF doesn't have this, and, well, the C this has this, and just don't. Don't get caught up in it. Enjoy it. Learn from it. Take everything you can in, right? Process it all instead of saying, all right, well, I'm going to start saving up for that new Canon C50, which, by the way, yeah, I want that. Okay. But I also want the ZR too. So, I mean, let's be real. But don't keep putting off tomorrow what could be done today, right? There's a reason that is such an important saying. Don't keep putting off your dreams. Make them goals instead. When we make dreams, we kind of put them in a box or up on a shelf, and they almost seem like we're just never going to get there. We're never going to open that box up again, or we're never going to be able to reach that shelf. But when we have a dream that we can process into a goal, that goal happens much sooner. In fact, I would say that goal always happens. May not end up the way we want or think or ideally would have thought. But when it's a realistic, objective goal that's in front of us, but within reach, we can make it happen much sooner. So what I'm saying is, I don't know if the GH6 is the right camera for you. I don't know. So don't ask me. Don't go around asking all these other YouTubers, well, this is what I do. Is this the right camera for me? No, nobody knows. No one else can tell you until you experience it. Until it's in your hands. You're using it. You're developing a relationship with it. You're doing what you do with it. But I can tell you that the GH5 in 2025 for less than $500 is more than capable of helping you achieve your goals sooner. And that's the whole point. The GH5 is, what, half the cost of the GH6? The GH6 is half the cost of the C300 Mark III that I want, which is less than the cost of the new Canon C5 that I also want. Then add in the Nikon ZR, which I think is a fantastic price. What's the most recent camera that I just bought? I just ordered, actually it'll be here in a couple days. I just ordered a Lumix S1 with the Vlog installation. I can't wait to get that camera in. I also ordered, by the way, the new Sigma 17 to 40, because we've been using the 18 to 35s for so many years. I just wanted to get my hands on that 17 to 40 so badly, mostly for my Sigma, the FP. I really want to see what the Sigma FP can do with the Sigma 17 to 40 f1.8. I'm really excited about that. To me, I think because obviously the Sigma FP has that APS-C crop mode, I mean, it's a Sigma camera, Sigma lens. I'm hoping that it's like Sigma designed them to be the perfect combination, for my needs, which is run and gun filmmaking. So I'm hoping that that lens will be the perfect companion for the FP as my run and gun cinema quality camera. But who knows? Might not be. But last thing, guys. Last thing for today. On my GH6 rig, I usually keep kind of like an angled handle because that's where I rest the camera on my wrist and I pull focus with my thumb. Because a lot of the times I'm literally running with that rig. Okay, so this is the GH6 the way I have it set up. Now today, here, I'll show you a couple pictures of the way I had it. I took the eye cup off, and with the eye cup off, this is my favorite screen in the world. You can tilt the screen up, 2 tilts, 1 tilt, 2 tilts. I can see straight down clearly until the sun was like more directly in my face. Then I couldn't. That's when I did have to add the monitor on top, but I could shoot without the monitor, just like this. I didn't even need have my rails on there. And I rested this awesome small rig. This thing's awesome. I love this thing, guys. So maybe that's the highlight of today's video. This rotating small rig handle, which seems to stop in like any position you want. You know, you can have it, I guess it's pretty completely vertical. You can have it completely vertical or completely horizontal, or you can go the other way. But for me, right there, that's like home. That's ideal. That's like, couldn't get any better. That's so comfortable. And it has a nice little indent there for your like a pistol grip. And so that's much more comfortable than the previous handle I was using. So shooting like that was so comfortable. I think I was actually more like that. Shooting like that was very comfortable. So small rig, that's a great handle. This thing's awesome. And I know you'd think that this big round red outline should be a record button, and it should be, but I didn't want the one with the wires, but the record button's on top anyway. That does seem like it should do something. I don't mind the red accent, I don't care, but I probably would have just made it gray so people don't assume it does something and buy the wrong thing, but whatever. So, GH6, this is how it's going to be pretty much set up for now as we start working with it more. We'll get into that in a later video. But friends, at the end of the day, if you're just getting into it and you're asking yourself, how can I get into it? How can I start making film? How can I start becoming a content creator? I don't have enough money. I don't have this for this. I don't have enough for that and that and that. Guys, I've told you in many videos, you could put together a great quality kit, audio and video, for under $1,000. That's one of the biggest things we try to do here at The Growing Pro, is bring you products that you can purchase that will not break the bank, that you can actually purchase on most budgets, let's say. So there's my thoughts for today, friends. Go out, create something, and I'll catch you next video.